Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with a new tier list video. This will be me ranking the top Ojo-samas or the rich girls of anime, and the Ojo-sama has become like an archetype completely, the one with like extremely bold, very what's that word, very confident, very what can I say, overwhelming, that type of a personality with this, with sometimes they have like this drill, drill drill styled hair with like this, like laughing and the oh ho 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 laugh. Like it's completely become an archetype, and I just love Ojo Samas. And it's an anime archetype that I really, one of my favorite anime archetypes. So yeah, I thought why not make a tier list. And you guys have nominated a few characters. I myself have included a few characters here, if you can see. And yeah, I will be putting them in tier lists. So yeah, let us begin. Now, as you can see on the screen, there are 4 tier lists. The first one is the oh ho 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 tier. The ultimate Ojo Samas will reside here. And the next one is very good. I don't know what else to name it, so I put it very good and average. And the final one is haven't watched. Haven't watched means haven't watched. I haven't watched the show, so obviously I won't be able to rank them, if I haven't watched the show. So yeah, that's the the different tiers. So yeah, let us get started. So I will be starting, and yeah, I'll talk about them, and I'll give my opinions on all these characters. All right, so the first character is Kaguya Hime from the Tale of Princess Kaguya, the Ghibli movie. And now, like, this is the thing, like I said, this is like a character archetype. And the character archetype of Ojo Samas are like very brash personality, very overwhelming personality, confident, bold, loud, voice, laughing, and just that type of like a character. Unlike that, Princess Kaguya is an actual princess. Like she's like an actual Ojo Sama. So that's the thing. Like she's not like like the anime Ojo Sama, like the variations we kind of see. She's like a genuine Ojo Sama. So I have to put her in very good. Otherwise, it'll be like it'll be weird, because she's an actual Ojo Sama. And obviously, Princess Kaguya. This is the like actual story of Princess Kaguya from the Ghibli movie. I watched it, and I have to say I loved the movie. It was really unique. The animation style, the art style and everything. I remember watching it, and I even reacted to it, I think, on my channel. Yeah, and it was so good. And I don't remember the story that much. I might have to rewatch it in the future. However, Princess Kaguya's story, I'm pretty sure everyone kind of knows about it. So yeah, the anime kind of showed us, and it was really good. And the anime in itself, the anime movie in itself was amazing. Obviously, it was a Ghibli movie, so it was even way more better than I expected it to be. And this was a treat. This, if you have not watched this, you should definitely go and watch it. This is a really good show. And yeah, obviously, her being an actual princess, she definitely deserves to be in the very good tier. And yeah, when, and here's another thing. I feel like this is another thing that needs to be mentioned, that here in Princess Kaguya, she it was in the older times, and I remember watching it, and there was so many things we got to see in this show, which shows how in Japan, how the actual royalty and people in that in that position used to they used to, how they used to be, and it was a very, I have to say, a very sad story, where Princess Kaguya just wanted to just be free and have fun, just run around, while being a princess, actually being an actual princess, she had to go through so many things. She had to sacrifice so many things of her life, and it was a very sad thing. And seeing that that age of Ojo Samas, in that age, in that an older age, the Ojo Sama's there, it's they have so many things to like, rules to protect, that there's so many things. They had to like shave off their eyebrows, as far as I can remember. Yeah, a lot of things. They had to go through so many things, always had to sit in a like, like cannot talk much, always like, had to be very graceful, nice, like so many rules, and like just bound by those rules, while she just wanted to have just like, run around and play. So that was the thing. And this is like the stark like, what can I say, contrast between Ojo-samas nowadays, where even though they are pampered, they are like, kind of sheltered, they do have their freedom, and they are kind of like, like expressive and everything, unlike Kaguya Hime. Like that's like one thing that I think that needed to be mentioned here, that she's a different type of Ojo-sama. She's an actual, Ojo-sama who who was like bound by rules and everything, which was kind of sad by the end of it. All right, that was Princess Kaguya. Next one is, oh boy, always forget her name. What's her name? From Rupan, the Castle of Cagliostro. Clarice, was that her name? Oh boy, I cannot remember. She's also another genuine princess. So yeah, like obviously, like very good. Like what else? Like she is from Lupin the Third Castle of Cagliostro, and it was also like I don't call it a Ghibli film, but it's like a Hayao Miyazaki film, I think. And it had like a lot of vibes of the Ghibli movies, and I did not used to watch Lupin, like, but I heard about Lupin a lot, and I had plans on watching it someday. And I was reacting to Ghibli movies then on YouTube, so I thought, why not react to this? And I loved it. It was such a great movie. And this is like the you could say the main character there, like for that movie. And yeah, she's, as you can see, she's an actual princess again. And yeah, like what else? Like she's an actual princess, and I don't remember much about her, but obviously, like like the story was with Rupan and her, and stuff that happened over there. Like I said, I don't remember much about the movie, but yeah, she is here. Obviously, she's in the very good tier, and like graceful, nice, kind-hearted. Those are her qualities as far as I can remember. And yeah, she definitely deserves to be in the very good tier. All right, Kaguya. Now, like this is a thing. I do want to put her on. Oh no, you know what? I cannot. I'm going to put her here and at the top of very good. What the? I was going to put her here, in the old list, but yeah, I feel like she's still not there. She is an Ojo-sama. However, there's so many qualities that she has which differ very much, like differ from an actual Ojo-sama. Like for example, like she does show tendencies of like being confident. She's extremely confident. She's like she's very bold. She's like like there's a lot of qualities she has that actually kind of like resembles an Ojo-sama. However, there's a few things that doesn't kind of resemble an actual Ojo-sama, which is, number one is, I feel like she is quite what can I say, like the whole like plot of Kaguya-sama Love is War is that she likes like Shirogane, and that whole plot in itself, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that in itself is like a thing which usually you cannot see in Ojo-samas. Like I've seen so many Ojo-samas, and barely any of them like are like like actually like someone in this like crazy. There's a few of them who really love another character, but I don't know, I feel like the Ojo-samas are characters who are extremely sheltered. They are just like soft spoken, not soft spoken, but very confident, and like expressive and all, and stuff like that. But whenever the romance element comes into these type of things, I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like that. Maybe it's because like we don't really have that many Ojo-samas, that I cannot really see her as an Ojo-sama just because of that, because she's like she's like an actual main character of like a rom-com show. I feel like that's a really weird reason to kind of put her down a little bit. But still, like like my vision of an Ojo-sama, Kaguya like takes off most of the points. However, there's a few points like that which it doesn't take. But this is just my like my weird reasoning. I don't know. but I'm going to put her in the very good list. Like, I don't think I can put her over here. Like that, the upper tier is like, for a few, very few characters, and I won't put more characters there. Like maximum 3 characters I'll put here, not more than that. So that's why I've decided to put her in the very good tier. So yeah, and obviously Kaguya is like, like, what can I say, like, if you look at her from an Ojo-sama standpoint, she does take a few, like, like a few things. For example, she is, you could say she's quite sheltered if you think about it. Yeah, obviously the whole thing of not knowing what like, like love is like, like all the other stuff, the whole like the innuendos and stuff, like that episode, we get to see how sheltered she is. Not only that, she is also very what can I say, like yeah, like I feel like sheltered is the biggest reason of characters, like, like it's one of the biggest characteristic of Ojo-sama, like being extremely sheltered, and she ticks that. She's confident, like I said. She's quite like, what's it called, like expressive, yeah, as well. So yeah, all in all, she does kind of resemble an Ojo-sama. However, I don't know why, but I really can't see her as an Ojo-sama. Probably because of, like I said again, her personality. Her personality doesn't really match an Ojo-sama. She's very like, like one of the normal characters, and she's very, you could say, down to earth and everything. And yeah, anyways, so there you go. She's an Ojo-sama, but not at that point. So I'm going to put her over here. Momiji. All right, Momiji is a genuine Ojo-sama, but like I said, like this tier is kind of what I'm doing here is my preference mixed with if they're an actual Ojo-sama or not. If you think about in that way, Momiji should definitely rank higher than Kaguya, shouldn't she? Because she's like a genuine Ojo-sama. Momiji is from Detective Conan, if you guys don't know. So, but like I said, my preference is also another thing here. I love Kaguya way more than her. So I'm not going to put her on top at all. I'm going to put her in the average section, because the thing about Momiji is like, we haven't really seen her much in Detective Conan. She's like I feel like a very new character, like 2 years or something. She has been like, here. She's been in the anime and the manga. And you might think 2 years, that's quite a long time, isn't it? Nah, this is Detective Conan we're talking about. It is Detective Conan has been ending from 1996, so 2 year is very recent. So yeah, she's over there now. I have been kind of discontinuing Detective Conan for 1 year. I think I've not really watched the episodes because it is so slow, the canon episodes to come out. So I don't really know if she has like, if she has appeared even more after that. Like the last time I saw her was in that movie, the movie of Detective Conan, and the movie where she came. She was I think that was the one of the first movies she debuted in. That movie, I don't remember the name of it, but it had what's the name? God damn! You see, it's been so long. I've started forgetting the name of the characters. What's the name of that guy? The Osakan kid. The one who's like the rival of Conan, who knows about Conan's identity. That kid. Hey, oh God, I forgot his name. What the hell? Anyways, the movie, like, it was like a movie centered around him and like, her girlfriend, his girlfriend, and this girl, like stuff like that. Like it was I think it was Karuta or something, or Hanafuda. I think it was Hanafuda. It was related around. That was the first movie she came in on, and it's very recent. So I don't know if she has come more after that or not, because I've really not watched it. I should. I'm going to watch the Detective Conan again because it's been a long time. And like I said, the canon episodes come out so less. I don't usually watch the fillers because there's so many fillers. That's why I just watch the canon episodes. So yeah, I should watch it again. However, I'm not sure if she has come more after that, but if you think about it in that way, she hasn't really appeared that much. We barely know anything about her, little bits and stuff. So character development standpoint, yeah, I feel like she's here in the average tier. Okay, so after that is Ria's Grammary from High School DxD, and yes, where should I put her? Oh god, I think I can put her, I have to put her over there in the very good tier. If you guys don't know Ria's Gremory, yeah, she is again another like Ojou-sama, and she is, what can I say? She doesn't really show the typical characteristic of an Ojou-sama. She's not that like that loud, that expressive, or nothing like that. She's extremely calm. As far as I can remember, it's been a while I've watched High School DxD. She's extremely calm. She is mature and extremely mature for like her thought process and everything. And yeah, she's intelligent. She's extremely intelligent as well. Like she's really good as a leader and everything. She's like one of the best characters in that show. So yeah, obviously she is deserving of this position. And yeah, High School DxD is an anime. I hope it comes back. Like it's been a while we've seen it. Like excluding all the like ecchi stuff and all that. It has a genuinely good story. I'm really I really like got invested in the story as like the seasons went on and on. So yeah, like I hope that the anime comes back someday. All right, the next one is Momo Yao Yorozu. I'm pretty sure everyone knows Momo. I'm gonna put her in the average tier because she is an Ojou-sama. However, she's a hero, like, and like we barely get to see any type of Ojou-sama characteristics in her except her way of talking. The way of she talks is like a way like Ojou-sama's talk, and not like that's the only thing I can see like like Ojou-sama in her. Like other than that, she's like a full-on hero. I doubt she has like she has any time to be like, she must have been like like she came from the Ojou-sama background, but after coming into the hero course and everything, yeah, like I really don't see her as an Ojou-sama. However, she is an Ojou-sama, so that's why I decided to include her. And yeah, like I'll put her in the average tier because as a character she's really good. She's really nice, a kind-hearted character, like thinks about her friends and all. But Ojou-sama standpoint, yeah, here. Erina Nakiri, I think that was her title, or have I butchered it up or something? Yeah, I think it was Nakiri Erina, yeah. Oh boy, well, she's the ultimate Ojou-sama if you think about it in complete Ojou-sama standpoint. However, where should I put her? I'm gonna put her here, just below Kaguya. Like I said, again, my preference kind of matters here as well. Like I like her, I don't like her that much as Kaguya though. So yeah, Erina. Now Shokugeki no Soma, that's the show that she's from, and she's really like she's completely an Ojou-sama. She's just like what can I say? How can I express it? She's like that, and very bold, very confident, doesn't take crap from anyone, and doesn't like whatever she says, she's like, oh, this is the this is what it should be and everything. However, as the seasons go on, she does kind of change a little bit. I have not seen the final season. I don't know why. I haven't ever gotten the time, and I've heard from the manga readers that the manga kind of goes in a very bad direction in the end. A lot of people did not like it, especially the ending. That's why I really didn't have enough time to watch the finals, not final, but I think the 4th season or something, or is it the 5th season? The final one that came out a few years ago. So I don't really know what happens, but like I've seen three seasons almost, so I think yeah, she's like, the way I've watched her and everything, she's a nice character. She kind of changes. At the first, she's extremely bratty, extremely like obviously she's extremely confident as well, and she's very doesn't listen to anyone. Whatever she thinks is correct, that type of character. So but she changes, she does change by the end of it. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like I should watch the episode, the season that recently came out. However, like I said, I've heard from a lot of people that the manga, and I don't know about the anime, goes in a very bad direction, and it a lot of people kind of really hated the way it ended or something like that, I've heard. And yeah, I don't know, that's why it kind of made me hesitate. And I also didn't, if I had enough time, I probably would have watched it, but I also didn't have much time, so I just haven't watched it still. Anyways, the next character, Darkness. Oh boy. Oh, I love Darkness. Darkness will be here in the very good tier. And yeah, she is in Ojou-sama. She's an actual, like, royalty. Not royalty, but, like, from the, like, and obviously everyone knows Darkness, I feel like, from Konosuba. And oh boy, she is just like, she's amazing. I just love her. And I feel like, like Konosuba has such a great cast of characters that each and every character is just so lovable. Like, it's really, like, difficult to kind of, like, rank between them. So, like, this is one, like, question that always comes out whenever people talk about Konosuba, which is, who is the best girl? A lot of people say Megumin, a lot of people say Darkness. I'm not sure about Aqua. Haven't heard anyone say that Aqua is the best girl. That's kind of sad. People just call. I feel like people just meme about the whole thing about, like, calling her useless goddess and all. But Aqua's pretty nice as well. So still, like, it's a very tough, call. I love Darkness so much. However, Megumin is great as well. Megumin is not an Ojou-sama, so I cannot put her here, unfortunately. But as an Ojou-sama, yeah, she's definitely. I cannot put her in the Ohoho list, but tier. But she's definitely deserving of this position at least. Like, yeah. All right. Next character. Now, I don't know if you guys know her. This is a show which came out quite a long time, not long, but quite a few years ago. Hayate no Gotoku, or Hayate the Combat Butler. And this is Nagi Sanzeinin. I think that's her name. I'm going to put her over here. She is a character who is an Ojou-sama, obviously. She's a character that I remember. What can I say? She was like the one of the, like, the, what's it called? One of the main tsundere characters of that era. In the a few years ago, there was like an era of so many tsundere characters who kind of looked like her, resembled her. For example, from Shakugan no Shana, Taiga from Toradora. Who else? Obviously Nagi is also another Luis from Zero no Tsukaima. Luis from Zero no I remember these three being like the ultimate tsunderes of that era, voice acted by the same person, Rie Kogimiya. And yeah, Luis from Zero no Tsukaima, Shana from Shakugan no Shana, and Taiga from Toradora. These three characters. And I remember Nagi also being another character like that, again voiced by Rie Kogimiya, and like being a tsundere character. And yeah, just that was the era, when I was just starting anime. And oh boy, that, like, I feel like Shana is the first character that I got kind of introduced to tsunderes from. Shana is my introduction to tsundere from Shakugan no Shana. And then I got introduced to Taiga, then Luis, and then Nagi. And I feel like that was the main reason why I just love tsunderes so much. Like, like tsunderes is a character archetype I just love so much. Like, it's crazy. I love all tsunderes. And and I feel like, that was one of the main reasons. And she is a character from that Hayate the Combat Battler. I remember Hayate the Combat Battler also airing on television. I kind of watched one or two episodes of that, like, when it aired. However, after getting a stable internet connection, and after, like, me starting watching anime actually, like, in a proper way, I watched Hayate no Gotoku, or Hayate the Combat Battler. Even read the manga, the ending of it, and yeah, I loved it. It was such a nice show. I don't really see people talking about Hayate the Combat Butler, but I feel like it's such an underrated show. It's one of those, I wouldn't call it a harem. Yeah, it is a harem. Who am I kidding? But it was such a great show, and it was just such a joy watching it. And I don't know why I don't even hear people talking about this show at all. It's so weird. Like I just, like, I suddenly remembered her, and I was like, yeah, I had to include her in this list. Like, she's definitely one of the, like, one of the Ojou-samas that we used to have. And yeah, okay, so there you go. I put that over there, put her over there. All right, this girl, I forgot her name completely. This girl, again, one of my inclusions, and she's like a bona fide, like, Ojou-sama. She is from Seitokai no Ichizon. Again, another show which I'm not really sure if you guys know. Where should I put her? I'm gonna put her here. Seitokai no Ichizon, another show that I have watched a long time ago. It was quite a unique show, you know. It was a really unique show, and it was one of the only shows where I actually wanted, like what can I say? Like, I actually wanted every girl to win. And like it was again, and it wasn't that big of a harem anime, but it was a harem anime. However, it was one such show, and the main character has a really nice backstory. Like it's crazy, and like I don't know, it was like one of those hidden. I wouldn't call it a gem. I wouldn't call it a hidden gem, but it was such a nice show, which kind of went under the radar as far as I can remember. And Seito Kai no Ichizon, and I just enjoy. I think it had 2 seasons or something, and I enjoyed the hell out of this show so much. And she was there, the Ojou-sama with the ringlet style. Wait, oh no, she doesn't have a ringlet style. Never mind. She the blonde hair, the oh ho 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 laugh and everything. It's just completely Ojou-sama, and that is why I kind of put her a little bit higher. And all in all, she is an okay character. I would have put her in average, but because she really like her like appearance and everything is so much like the Ojou-samas now that we have, she's over there. So yeah. All right, now these two characters that is going to come after this, I haven't really watched the show, which is Code Geass. These two, I don't even know their name. When I was searching them, I got to know their name. I forgot it again. I'm going to put them over here. I haven't watched Code Geass, like I said. And but however, I've seen this girl a lot of times in a lot of, like, what can I say? A lot of pictures and all. And this girl, this girl. And I have to say, I really like her character design. And she seems like one of those, like, really badass type of characters, So I don't know. I feel like if I had watched Code Geass, I would have probably liked her a lot, and she would probably be in a higher tier or something. Just the vibe that I'm getting. I'm not really sure who she is or something like that. So, anyways, so yeah, these two over here. Mami from Madoka Magica. I think that was her name. Yes. Okay, I'm going to put her in the average tier because, however, I do like Madoka Magica. It was one of my favorite shows. What the hell? Why is she not? Oh God. Okay, but as a character, like Mami, I guess she's okay. Like I really wouldn't put her on the very good tier or something. Another reason why I feel like she's kind of in the lower tier is because, oh my God, this will be a spoiler. I'm pretty sure everyone has watched Madoka Magica at this point. If you haven't, please close your ears if you don't want to get spoiled. Yeah, so she barely got any screen time. Like, what else do you expect? In the future movie and the other section, like the other animes that Madoka Magica had, I think Madoka Magica Gaiden and everything. That was yeah. It was called Gaiden, wasn't it? The new one that we're having currently. She kind of gets the screen time there. However, I feel like compared to all the other girls, she barely got any screen time, and that's one of the main reasons I feel like her character development is kind of incomplete. And yeah, and as an Ojou-sama, she is a typical, like, obviously she's an Ojou-sama. She has those ringlet type hairstyle. However, she doesn't feel like an Ojou-sama because she's a girl who fights, like just like guns and everything, like, magical girl and all. So yeah, that's why average tier, like here I'm going to put her. Okay, Minerva from Fairy Tail. Oh my God, this girl. Ooh. She's a tough one. I cannot put her in the very good tier. I'm gonna put her here, the average tier in that section. Minerva is a character. She's a character that I included in this list. I thought I had to include her as a character who is an Ojou-sama. She's a bad Ojou-sama. A very. However, again, like, later on she does change. She changed for the better. She becomes a, like she really becomes a, like, her character development, it kind of shows and all. However, she is a character who has done some nasty stuff, and my God, she's like actually one of those evil Ojou-samas. It's rare to have those evil Ojou-samas, but she's one of them. she was one of them. Like I said, character development later on, she changed a lot. She's from Fairy Tail, if you guys don't know. I forgot to mention the show. So yeah, Minerva is, I'm going to put her here just because of that, you know. Even though she does change and all, but I feel like she's going to be over here. She's like one of those evil, like, you know, evil Ojo-samas, like with an actual evil laugh, that type of character. So yeah, over here in the average tier, I'm going to put her over here. All right, so the next character is Luvia Jelita Edelfelt, and boy oh boy do I love this character. She's from Fate Unlimited Blade Works. Yeah, Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Fate the name, what's the name of the El Meloy's Case Files? Yeah, that one. And a few of the games. Fate Grand Order, she's also in Fate Grand Order. Oh, I forgot the main one, Khaled Liner. She's from Fate Khaled Liner as well. So yes, definitely the top tier, the ultimate Ojo-sama, Luvia Jelita Edelfelt. Like she's I feel like she's like the representation of actual Ojo-samas in anime. Just look at her, confident, bold, you know, with that great smile in her face, blonde hair, ringlets, that oh ho ho laugh, and she's great as a fighter, you know, like added bonus, you know, she's great as a fighter. I think she does, like, she loves wrestling and stuff, and quite strong as a mage. She's very strong as well, like perfect in every what's it called, every aspect. From Fate, my, like, you know, like my ultimate wife, or my, like, you know, my most favorite female character is obviously Tosaka Rin. But I feel like if Tosaka Rin didn't exist, you know, she would have been my ultimate waifu in Fate, you know. So she's, I just love her so much. My God, like, it's such a shame she barely gets any screen time. She just showed us her face for a little moment in the end of Unlimited Blade Works. She's not there even in where was that, the El Meloy Case Files. We barely get to see her for like 1 or 2 episodes. We kind of see her, and then obviously Khaled Liner, she is there. She's like one of the main supporting characters. She is there in Khaled Liner, however, Prisma Ilia. Still, I want this version of Luvia Jelita Edelfelt, not the Khaled Liner version. I want the original Luvia Jelita Edelfelt. It's such a shame. I don't know why they have not made a route for her. What the hell? Like, it's such a shame, wasted potential. I feel like it would have been such a great thing. Like no other character, like every character in Fate get at least a few screen time, or enough screen time for. She gets none and nothing at all. She's just such a great character. However, I don't know. I don't know about the light novels or the other, like, you know, hundreds of spin-offs that Fate has, if she has a better screen time over there. However, in the anime and all that stuff, like in the visual novel, she's not even there. And it's such a shame. It's just, I don't know. Like, I hope to God in the future, like, there's someday a day comes that she actually gets like a dedicated story to herself. And I would like watch the hell out of that. So yeah, so there you go, over there, you know, like she's the ultimate one. Okay, what's her name? Satsuki from Kill la Kill. Oh boy, it's been so long I've watched Kill la Kill, I forgot her name. Satsuki, isn't it? I don't remember properly, but yeah, she's also an Ojo-sama. I'm going to put her over here. She deserves in a high tier. Where should I put her? Here, I'm going to put her over. Yeah, I'm pretty sure her name is Satsuki. She's from Kill la Kill, and Kill la Kill is a show, if you haven't watched, you should watch. It's kind of unusual in a few ways, but it's a really good show, and it has a really great story. And Satsuki is one of those characters who, for spoiler reasons, I won't say much, you know, because I feel like a lot of people haven't watched Kill la Kill. You know, it's a show. It is quite popular. However, I'm pretty sure like people who have recently started watching anime, a lot of people haven't watched Kill la Kill, because it's a show that was kind of popular. Quite a few. It's still popular, like I said. However, like people usually don't talk about this show that much nowadays. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people like, you know, might not have watched Kill la Kill. So I won't say much. But yeah, she's a very interesting character. She has a very interesting story, and like, you know, like she was one of the one of the best characters in that show. And yeah, as an Ojo-sama, she's definitely deserving of this position. Oh, movie from K-On! Movie. Oh boy, I'm watching K-On! Currently, and yeah, she's definitely an Ojo-sama. And I think I have to put her in the very good tier just because she's genuinely an Ojo-sama. Like, she's sheltered. She's like, she she hasn't even, like, she barely even got to interact with anyone from the outside world. That type of a character. Like, she hasn't even, like, like, gone to have meal with her friends in, like, a fast food joint or someplace. Haven't what's that thing called? Bargained. Yeah, haven't bargained with anyone. So many things, like, she's like a typical Ojo-sama. And she's definitely, and as a character, she's very nice as well. So yeah, I can't talk much about her because I don't know. I'm just reacting to K-On! I'm like in the 6th episode or something, so I don't know much about her. We've just gotten introduced to her a few episodes earlier. So yeah, I'm going to put her over here. Okay, I think this girl is from Oran High School Host Club. Yeah, I don't know. I've not watched the show. I'm going to put her here. So yeah. Okay, the next character. A lot of people, I feel like, wouldn't know her. She's another one of those Ojo-samas that we used to have back in those days. I think her name is Saki Tennojin or something like that. I'm going to put her here. Again, another perfect, what can I say? Like, she just matches everything as an actual Ojo-sama. She's confident, brash, like, what can I say? Very, like, loud, has her typical Ojo-sama laugh, ringlets, and all that stuff. She's there. If you guys don't know, she is from To Love Ru and its sequels. And To Love Ru has been an anime. You could say probably it's like a, what's that word? A guilty pleasure? Yeah, that's the word. I feel like one of those animes. And genuinely speaking, I loved the story of it. Actually, it has a really nice story. Not gonna lie. And like, I don't know. Like, it's like it has like a weird, like, like, what can I say? Like a special place. To Love Ru has like a special place in my heart. And that manga has ended. Like, there's like a few animes, that, like, old animes that I've actually read the manga up till the end. Those animes and those, like, ones are like, have like a special place in my heart. For example, like I said, Hayato no Gotoku. After watching the anime up until the portion it has been adapted, I read the manga up until the end because I wanted to see what happens, and it has ended. Hayato no Gotoku has a special place in my heart. To Love Ru, To Love Ru Darkness. I just watched. It had like so much, like, it covered so much part of the, like, anime, like, manga as an adaptation. However, up until the end, it wasn't, like, we didn't get enough, like, adaptation. The anime has ended, the manga has also ended, and this is another one of those shows that I actually read the manga up until the end because I love the characters. I actually got attached to the characters so much. And yeah, another show I'm going to talk about here, not much, obviously this is like, I'm going to talk about that show in the later section, but another one of my most favorite shows, like, close to my heart, that I just loved so much. And I actually read the manga up until the end after the anime stopped airing, is The World God Only Knows. It is another show which is one of my top tier shows, and I just loved it so much that I actually had to read the manga because the anime wasn't adapted up until the end. And yeah, it's just something, like, wanted to share with you guys. However, To Love Ru, she's Saki, and she doesn't really get much screen time if you think about it. However, as an Ojo-sama, she's definitely there. She definitely deserves to be that position because yeah, she is that iconic Ojo-sama, that type of, like, person. And like, if you can guess, like, this is basically that. Like, I'm kind of judging these characters based on that type of Ojo-sama. There's like a lot of Ojo-samas. Rich people, like rich girls, they're basically called Ojo-samas. So like, like, if you include, like, I could have included like at least like 100 characters here, because if you think about it in a broad spectrum, there's a lot of Ojo-samas in a lot of shows. Like, it's like a lot of them. So obviously you cannot include each and every one of them. That's why this is how I'm kind of like, making this tier, is like Luvia, Jelita, Edelfeld, and Saki are like the that, like that, like the face of the Ojou-sama tier list that I'm trying to make here. And yeah, she's perfect for that. She just matches, like like everything about her screams Ojou-sama. So yeah, she's definitely deserving of that position. Sonoko, yes, from Detective Conan, another character, and obviously she will be way higher than Momiji, and she's like a very great character. I'm gonna put her over here. She deserves to be in this position. Sonoko is one of the main supporting characters of Detective Conan. She has been there from the beginning. She's still here, and she's like a rich girl, obviously. She doesn't have any type of Ojou-sama, like like the neither the hair, neither the way of laughing and all. I guess she kind of laughs like that sometimes. However, like if you compare her in that manner, obviously she doesn't have anything. But as a character, she's I feel like she's like one of the best characters in Detective Conan, and like I'm pretty sure fans love her as well. And she's Ran's best friend, and she's like like she's that type of a character, and a rich girl, but has a very nice heart, a kind heart, and can do anything for her friends. That type of person. So yeah, Sonoko is definitely deserving of this position. And the final character, Noel Silva. Yes, over there. In the Ohoho tier at the end, I'm going to put her. Because if you think about it, Noel Silva from Black Clover. If you think about it, she is an Ojou-sama. However, you barely get to see that part of her because she joins the Blackpools, and she kind of gets like her personality kind of gets molded into that type of way, like that brash type of personality with just like just doing whatever the hell she wants to, just like the typical Black Bull, like like the characters over there, they're like she kind of gets accustomed to them and kind of becomes like them little by little. So I guess you cannot call her Ojou-sama now. However, she was an Ojou-sama if you think about it. And yeah, but the reason why I put her here is that I really like her as a character. Like if you remember, I don't I've made like I think like a waifu tier list or something. Yeah, was it there? I remember putting her like in the very top position, not at the complete top, but like a few, like like a little bit lower, but she was in like the top 3 or top 4 characters. Like Noel is a character that I really like, and which is, I think, is surprising. I never thought I'm going to like her that much, because at the beginning she is a tsundere. However, like, and just because of that she did get some bonus points. I really liked her, but I never thought that I'm going to like her the amount I like her. And I kind of talked about this one as well. I remember in the other tier list, in the waifu tier list, I talked about why I actually like her that much. Is because she's one of those characters which gets character development. And I feel like this is like one of the biggest things that is needed for a character to be beloved by everyone, is that they get enough character development. Like most of the main characters, they get character development, and she's one of the main characters. She's like she's like at the top, like one of the main characters. Like her, Asta, and Yuno are like the 3 main characters of that show, if you think about it. So because of that, she gets immense character development. When she was first introduced, I was like, oh, she looks nice, she's a tsundere, very nice, like. And I was like, yeah, I like her, but I never thought I'm going to like her the amount I like her now, because she got through immense character development. She got through like so many things, and I feel like the manga's still ongoing. I've not read the manga though. Up until the anime I've watched it, and I feel like currently she must have gotten a way more character development than where the anime has ended. So in that manner, I feel like she somehow became like a character who I genuinely liked. And not just because she's a tsundere, not just because she's one of the main characters, but as a character, like from the bottom of my heart, I really love Noel Silva. And she's one of those biggest reasons. That is the reason why she was like I put her on the top. And again, just because of that, I'm going to put her here, even though she is an Ojou-sama, but she's not like she doesn't show typical characteristics of an Ojou-sama. Still, as a character, I like her, so I'm going to put her over there. And yeah, so that was it. So this is the tier list for all the top Ojou-samas. And yeah, as you can see, these three at the top, then comes a very good section, average, and then haven't watched. So there you go. Now like I said, this was like a list which my vision of an Ojo-sama was like Luvia Jelita Edelfeld or Saki, that type of characteristic. However, if you think about it, there's like plenty of Ojo-sama. Like when I was kind of researching on which characters to put here, I realized like there's just so many Ojo-sama. Every anime that you think of might have like one Ojo-sama. If you think about it, like what does Ojo-sama means? Rich girl. Every anime at least has one rich girl if you think about it. So that's why I'm saying, like, in a general sense, in a broad spectrum, like there would have been like thousands of characters that could have been put over here, because Ojo-sama in a broad spectrum, it just means rich girl. So that is not the way I made this list. The way I made this list is like like the Ojo-sama from anime, that character archetype Ojo-sama. That's how I made it. And if you think about it, like these two are definitely deserving of that position. I feel like if I did not think of in that way, did not include characters like this, like the ringlet hairstyle, the oh ho ho laugh, if I didn't make this tier list based on that, Saki would have been a lot lower, because she's a character that barely gets any screen time. Like she is there in To Love Ru, but she barely got any screen time. Very few, very less screen time she got. And as a character, she's fine, but I really don't like her that much. Like, and there's so many characters in To Love Ru that I love way more than Saki. Like Momo being the top character, like my most favorite character of To Love Ru. Momo was my most favorite character, and then it was Lala, I think. Yeah, Lala, yeah, and then a few others. There was Darkness as well, as far as I can remember. So yeah, if you think of it in that manner, Saki would have been way lesser, in the lesser tier. However, she's here because she just matches that Ojo-sama thing. And yeah, so that's why she's over here. So it would have been, this list would have been a lot changed if I thought of it in a more broader spectrum. However, that's not how I made this. I made this in a way which kind of matches my own personal preference and the whole Ojo-sama character archetype. That's that way. Luvia Jerita Edelfelt ticks all those marks, if you think about it. Like I myself, I'm very much fond of Luvia. Not only that, she's like a typical character, Ojo-sama character, like the character archetype of Ojo-sama. That's why she probably wouldn't have gone lower even if I made it in a different way. She would have been here. However, Saki would have been gone way lower if I made it like that, if I made it in more broader spectrum. Because if you think about it, I love Darkness way more than Saki. I love Kaguya way more than Saki. Even Sonoko, I like her way more than Saki. If I just base this on my like factor, like which characters I like, Saki would have probably been, yeah, almost over here or here, some place like this. But because I did not do it like that, that's why she's at this high. That's the reason. So yeah, that's what I wanted to explain to you guys. This is not this is the way I did it is because like the Ojo-sama archetype, that way. That's the way I kind of made this. So that's just something that I wanted to know, because this doesn't mean that I like Saki more than Kaguya or Darkness. No, definitely not. She's way lower than that. But because she matches the archetype that way, that much, that's why I put her that high. So there you go. It's just something that I wanted to say. Anyway, so that is it. So yeah, here is the tier list if you want to look at it. And yeah, so there you go. So that was my tier list of the top Ojo-samas. Now, yeah, so there you go. Now I'm going to make another tier list in the future. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but just like I usually do, I'll put like in a community tab, I'll like post what what new topic it will be. I'm not sure when I'll post it, but I will post it like sometime in the future, and I'm not even sure which topic it will be this time, so I'll have to think about it. But other than that, when I do it, like be sure to like nominate your characters based on the topic that I pick. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.